My name is Robert Paulson. I own the Wedgwood Ale House and Cafe.
My name is Lena. I am the owner of Lena Have Perfection.
My name is Glenn Charles. I currently own Woodlawn Optical.
My name is Judy Neldum, and I am one of the owners of Grateful Bread Baking Company.
My name's Jennifer Porter. I run Satsuma Kids Shop in Wedgwood.
My name is Carl Flackus. I am the owner of Flackus Law.
My name's Karen Camandona, and the business name is Northeast Cleaners.
My name is Lisa Von Dam, and the company is Trey Brown Company.
I'm Nancy Cahill. I'm one of the founders of the law firm Holman Cahill Garrett.
I'm Nancy Cole, and my business name is Shampoo Bar.
I've been here since 1992.
I've been at this company since 1978.
We're dry cleaners. We do commercial laundry and dry cleaning, and we've been here since 1965.
It's been operated since 2005.
We've been here over 20 years.
My name is Arlene Roberta, and I have lived here in this house for 35 years. I first moved out here with my husband and my family in 1969.
Probably half of our clients are 60 years of age or older, and they come and they park on the street. They come in to see us for an hour or two. It's really critical that they have easy, good parking on the street.
We're very concerned about the impact it'll have on our business, not only with client access to get to our office, but we're concerned about the pinch point location as 35th comes down toward 55th. The road narrows, and we've already seen a number of fender benders and pedestrian accidents near our firm, and we believe it'll get even worse as the bike lane presence reduces the size of the lanes.
Things that impact us greatly are access and egress to the businesses.
I'm very concerned about the city's plan to introduce bike lanes along 35th Avenue Northeast. I'm really concerned with the disruption to businesses.
My business employs 23 people, all honest, hardworking people, all local people.
We had to leave for a few years for a job for my husband, and we knew we'd always come back. When we came back, we came right back to this neighborhood because we knew it was a stable environment and all the amenities were down 35th Avenue.
I think that it's going to very negatively impact small businesses like mine. If people don't have a place to park, you know, we cannot just rely on neighborhood business. You're taking away a large part of my business if you eliminate parking. And I don't see a future for us here.
Well, the last 10 years since the recession hit have been, challenging for, I think, all small businesses in Seattle.
On almost every bike safety website, one of the encouragements is to plan your trip wisely. So whether you're commuting or you're bicycling on the weekend, to avoid busy streets. And speaking as somebody who's been hit by a car on my bike, I know that to be true, that a bike lane oftentimes gives a bicyclist a false sense of security and may cause you to be less attentive of vehicles around you. And so really the safest route is that road less traveled. And I would encourage the city to really look at that as their option number one for bicycling to work.
I don't think any of us are against bike lanes, but there is this thing called a win-win situation where you try to do the most good for most people.
I am disappointed with the city that engaged in this. You've probably heard plenty about it, but it rankles me that the city and the Department of Transportation will not listen.
What should happen, which doesn't seem that has happened already, is that we need to get the different factions of people together so that we can accommodate everyone and everybody's use of this area. If there's no parking in front of the small businesses, then how can we use their facilities? How can we go there? How can we buy there? How can we keep them in business?
I know that it will impact my neighboring businesses that rely on the on-street parking. It could cause some overflow into my lot from people visiting other businesses that don't have the adequate parking spaces. I think it'd be hugely detrimental to our business community.
If they had to park a block away or even on a side street, side streets are, some of them a little bit steep, For a lot of our clients who are 60, 70, 80 years old, it would be a real problem for them to come into the office.
Sometimes I just want to cry because every day I have to worry about is customer coming in, or did they find the parking, or how I'm going to pay the rent, I'm going to do all this. Make me cry, really.
I personally do not understand why the bike lanes can't be on 39th and 40th. I know bicyclists who prefer that avenue over any thought of getting involved in bicycling on 35th, which is a very, very busy avenue.
With the new proposal for the upcoming bike lanes, I have several concerns. The first is, of course, being very selfish to try to protect my business. If we limit even more parking and make it even more difficult, there's too many options for people. They don't tolerate inconveniences like they once did. And it's just easier to go home, go online and buy a pair of glasses, or go to their doctor's office and buy glasses. So I see this as potentially a final nail in the coffin for a company that's been around for over 70 years.
Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty big challenge for small businesses like mine who rely on both foot traffic, but more importantly, available parking and vehicle traffic to walk in the door and create that sense of community too. I mean, I have parking right outside of my business, which is integral to a successful operation.
Last year we had a construction project next door to us going on for over a year, and I was absolutely shocked. I knew it was going to impact us some, but because of the lack of parking, the difficulty in people getting through the construction zones, and you got a lot of construction workers taking up what limited parking there is, and that's understandable. You just have to deal with that. But my business was impacted greatly. We were down 20% from the previous year.
Our service technicians all need cars to go to the job sites, so very rarely can they use other modes of transportation.
I have a lunch business here that's a little fragile, and I have a feeling that by greater pressure on parking capacity in my adjacent area could hurt my lunch business, and that I could potentially lose a couple of jobs for people by not being able to have enough traffic or revenue to continue operating that lunch business.
You know, when you eliminate parking and make it harder for senior citizens to get around, or disabled people, or for small businesses to have parking for their clients, you are hurting a large percentage of our society. And it seems to me that it would have worked really well if you would have put the bike lanes on 36. We'd have our parking, we'd have our safety features, and we'd all be happy. But it just seems like that no one really understands what a win-win situation is.